It is hereby ordered any individual who has traveled internationally, regardless of the mode of transportation, B, has arrived in Calgary on or after March 17th, and C, for whom Calgary is their final destination, shall take all reasonable steps to isolate for 14 days following their arrival to Canada, effective immediately. This restriction does not apply to international travelers who do not leave the premises of the Calgary International Airport or who are merely stopping over in Calgary en route to their final destination, and it's subject to reasonable exceptions, including visits to medical doctors, hospitals, and of course pharmacies. So that's signed today as of 1400 hours. If you have been traveling, if you feel sick, or if you've been told to isolate, I want to underline for you the need to stay home. This is the only way we will stop the spread. These are not meant to be draconian measures. These are for your health. A few other updates if I can. We have closed the plus 15s from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's really around the opportunity to give them great cleaning and secure those spaces at the same time. Also, community association buildings will close. That's a new development for us.
Many have asked whether or not we've seen an increase in crime since this has been going on. Our stats to date do not indicate an increase in crime. As you can imagine, we will continue to monitor that situation given the changes, the societal changes that we've had, and we will monitor that change moving forward. We will also be in regular contact and consultation with the business community now that a number of them will be temporarily closing businesses. We want to make sure that those businesses remain secure during the time that they're closed. As I mentioned before, our members will continue to respond to calls for service. We currently have the same number of officers in the community as we did before the pandemic restrictions began. There may come a time when, owing to capacity, we may need to delay responses or put into play some sort of differential response plan. However, today we are not at that point. We want you to know if you call 911 in an emergency, we will be there, as we always do.
We want to reassure all Calgarians that the Calgary Fire Department is there for you during this time, as we are at any other time. We've been working hard over the past number of weeks. We have what we call a Calgary Fire Department COVID-19 task force who've been at work, like I say, for several weeks now, strategically planning intensively around things like how do we maintain our staffing levels if we have absences, least harm service reductions, should we get to that point? Are there some call types that we could temporarily not attend or not attend with the same level of priority? And all those things that do allow us to best continue to serve Calgarians as best we can, anticipating what may be challenging times. And of course, another focus for us has been the safety precautions for our staff that they need to take specific to COVID-19. So to reiterate, we will continue to make your safety our priority, and we'll keep you informed as the situation changes.
So as of this evening, all services running from the airport into downtown will be rear loading only from a passenger perspective, so no passengers will be coming in through the front door of the bus. And we will be looking at expanding that, that method of loading going forward as well. That does provide a little bit more protection for the driver in terms of separation from people, and we're hoping that'll make a difference for the overall passenger safety as well. In terms of ridership, we have seen a significant drop-off in ridership this week. And that drop-off in ridership is actually providing us a little bit more of that social separation that we're looking for on board the bus. So we don't anticipate any other changes this week, but we are monitoring the situation as we go forward. So with that, I would say that the cleanliness of the buses is still being addressed from daily, nightly cleaning. That is happening on every bus, every night. But the bus is only as clean as it is when it leaves the facility. Once people get on board, you know, if somebody has the coronavirus at that point, then it's a different situation for us. So it does take a team effort from operators, from members of the public, as well as from the Calgary Transit staff to ensure a safe service. So we would encourage everybody to follow all the guidelines of AHS and maintain themselves healthy and hygienic.